Good morning, my LTDE 5306 classmates and professor. This is my portfolio page for 5306. As you can see, I start out with my TPAC and SAMR presentation. This was all about successfully integrating technology in early childhood education. It isn't just about having tools, it's about choosing and adapting them through clear frameworks. This ensures alignment with content, pedagogy, and the learner's needs, not just trends. And crucially, advocating equity and intentionally are the keys to making technology truly meaningful. I thoroughly enjoyed this project, looking at the different types and how it could be integrated into a early childhood, which is pre-K through third grade, how we could integrate that into a classroom setting and how I could present it to the faculty as something that is a plus and is needed for us to move on and tell our future teachers about. This is my online professional networking document. I broke it up into categories for ease of use. I have blogs, podcasts, social media, and websites. So it helps. It's got 20 high quality online professional networking resources. And these aren't just, social accounts that, just give little snippets here and there. They're great for inclusive practices, behavior management tips, differentiating instruction, and just lots of useful information for educators in general. And with these days, with how students are in the classroom, we all are looking for how can we manage these behaviors? How can we make all of our inclusive practices meet every learner's needs? And because a lot of times what you do for a certain population of students is best practice for all when we're talking about that early childhood classroom, because they all need visual support. They all need regulation and emotions assistance. They all need some type of benefit that we usually think of just for a special population. But kids in general these days need the extra support. So these resources really help come into play with that. As I continue growing as an educator, especially in early childhood, my emphasis is usually on special education. Even though I am a gen ed teacher, I have a special education background, and nowadays teachers are always coming into play with special education students. So to me, I need that background because then I can facilitate my classroom and the needs within my classroom better. So continuous learning tools, lesson planning, inspiration. I love finding new things to do with my class. Support systems where you can connect with other professionals. Advocacy platforms. So a voice to share what works in my classroom. And ultimately, the online professional networking will empower me to be reflective, innovative, and connect with teachers, improving both student outcomes and my own practice. Next is my mission statement. I have a vision. I want to be a future university professor. I want to be a part of the future education and growing new teachers, and giving them actual tools that will help in the classroom. I've been in the classroom for almost 22 years. I want to impart this knowledge into the next generation of teachers. And that's what my vision and mission statement are kind of based on. So, in the future, this mission will guide my work if and when I become a university professor by shaping how I design and deliver teacher preparation courses. I can provide my students with interactive learning experience that mirror real world teaching challenges. So this is kind of my focus and how I can use the new technology coming out to help them. My innovative plan for change. This one is focused specifically on where I work now. Damon ISD is where I work, and we roughly serve 100 students. This population is from pre-K to 8th grade currently. We are extremely small and very rural. And we have challenges. One, we do not have the same income. There is not much income for the school. So not much taxes coming to support the school, whatnot. So it is a challenge. We also have an extremely high population of disadvantaged. We have high numbers of ELL learners. We have high SPED population and at-risk learners, okay? And so all of these, I would like to help address some of the gaps. We only have 15 staff members, one SPED teacher for the whole school, and I just would really like to see us take advantage of a program that would be adaptive and help both the bilingual and the SPED population and the at-risk, but would also help the gen ed, just regular population, close the gaps with language and literacy and a math program. However, this program is about $20,000. So I also implemented pursuing a grant, which I put into the slideshow of the proposal, and some supplemental funding so that my school could actually go out and get this. And then, how I put in a plan of how we would put it into practice for both the primary, the younger grades, and the older grades, the 3 through 8th. How we would use that in the classroom and how it would help all stakeholders. And so I really think this would be a great investment for my school, because it would help with home, connecting at home and school, and all. If we can get the parents on board, because now they could understand and communicate, this would be very beneficial. So this is my 5306 page. It has been a delight to work on these different projects, and I have really learned a lot about adaptive technology and how I can use it in my classroom, in whether I am a kindergarten, 2nd grade, or university professor. Thank you for listening.